Thanks for joining us for this conversation on Sanlam Group's interim results for the period January to June 2019. We had the pleasure of catching up with Sanlam Group CEO Kirk. Let's start with the salient features of the period between January and June 2019.
Yeah, I would say the highlights that we had were the operating profit, which is up 13%. The operating earnings, which includes the investment return, is up 15%. Our VNB was up 19%. And those are really the highlights for me in a very, very tough period. Our business is doing well. It's in solid shape in the environment in which we're in.
Give me a sense of the economic environment on the ground and how that's impacting the business.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, minus 3%, 3.2% for the first quarter. Now, where it affects our business is on the life insurance side. Because it's largely intermediated business still, our intermediaries are spending a lot of time with clients on retention of the business and less time available for selling new business. And also, of course, the clients don't have the same amount of money. The discretionary money, they're very conservative with. They don't necessarily take our products. And then obviously the contractual money is also difficult to get across the line. So the sales, the fact that we've sold well, and the sales are increased overall over last year, same period, is a fantastic achievement from our intermediaries.
And reaching out to clients with the right advice in the current environment must be paramount.
Absolutely. I mean, it's at times like this that clients really need the right advice.
Ian, if we look at the leadership changes that you've made over the period, can you give me a sense of why?
First, let's deal with Sanlam emerging markets. We have to make sure that we have the strongest people in the right roles with the right support. So we've appointed Heini Wert, who was finance director, into the emerging market structure. So both he and Junior now have executive responsibilities. They both report to me. And the rationale behind that was that stakeholder management and managing the partnerships we have across 36 countries now, outside of South Africa, is a huge, huge challenge. And a number of South African businesses haven't done that well. And Junior is outstanding at that. And Junior will take that responsibility. And then Heini will have the responsibility to run operationally the clusters, supported by Nadia Fatah and Robert Domasa. So the reason behind that is A, that Junior is getting close to retirement, and B, Heini is very, very strong operationally. He was involved in the formation of that business. And I think it's a great move, and it just shows how serious our intent is there. Then the second area is in this corporate cluster, where Temba Mvusi is coming close to retirement. He's been looking after that cluster. And we managed to get Tinas in from one of our competitors, a very strong guy in the corporate cluster. We brought Sydney Mbele across, also from one of our competitors. And then Jeanette Medise also came onto the executive. Jeanette was with us in Santam, and then she went across to Sanlam Investments, and now she's come into the group office.
Let's talk about your BEE transaction. Update on that front?
Yeah, we did the transaction in the first quarter. All the shares are issued into the trust, and we're now going through with our partners, Ubuntu, the allocation of the shares across the various trusts. So everything is on track there, and the capital position was restored to the kind of discretionary capital level that we think is appropriate for running a group like Sanlam.
When you look at the period again, as I referred to January to June, what stands out from the CEO's office perspective?
Some of our businesses have had truly unbelievable performance in the environment in which we operate in. I mean, if I think about what has been achieved with our partnership with Capitec, which we've put in place over the last couple of years, but we started in May of last year. We've written 1 million policies through that partnership with Capitec. So the people on the Sanlam side who've supported that, it's been unbelievable. I mean, I've been in this insurance industry since 1988. I've never seen anything like this. So that was one example of a fantastic performance. But even in the Sky business, which is a very tough business, the entry-level market, funeral plans, lots of competitors. I mean, we were up 14%. It's just a fantastic achievement. And then if I look at the third-party investment business, where we're out doing retail business and institutional business in very, very tough equity markets, they're up 62% year on year, which is a tremendous performance. And then if I look at the general insurance business in India, I mean, they made a margin of 40% in the first 6 months. I mean, it's truly outstanding what they've done.
And the rest of the year? Key focus for the rest of the year?
Ooh, head down. Very much head down. Of course, we would hope that the operating environment would get a bit easier, but I think the reality is, and many business leaders are saying this, it's going to be a long period of recovery, and it's going to be up and down. We have no choice now as far as South Africa is concerned. We have to support the president, we have to support the ministers around the president that want to fix South Africa. Business has to play its role. Because this is what we've got, and we must support, and Labour must come along as well. But it's time for action now. In the meantime, Sanlam continues to do very well on a relative basis, and we just must keep our heads down. The wonderful thing in this group is that people know what the strategy is, they know what they have to do, they know what role they have to play. We know it's tough, and we do the best that we can in tough times. And we talk about how we're implementing the strategy, how will we do it, how can we do things better, as opposed to what should we do in the times that we're in. So we're not like that. It's head down, focus. Thank you to the people. They've done wonderful work for us in tough times.
That was Sanlam Group CEO Kirk giving us an update on the group's interim results.